doing interviews. You'll find her with celebrities and all the latest news. She's here, she's there, she's everywhere, she's always on the go. So sit back, relax, and get ready. This is the Corey Taylor Talks Show.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Corey Taylor Talks, live from Las Vegas. I am unbelievably excited about my guests today. They are from Screamed, which is a musical parody of Scream, which is one of my favorite horror films of all time. And I cannot explain how good this show was and how talented these people are, and everyone involved in the cast and crew. It was just above and beyond any expectations you could have. So I am honored to have you guys on. You're all extremely, extremely talented. The acting, the singing, just everything.
Thank
so
you. Thanks for
really
having
an
us.
honor.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and you guys have been going super viral on TikTok.
Just a little
like
bit.
Crazy viral.
Somewhat.
And it's so well deserved, but I think just even the little glimpses, it doesn't do it justice, but that's how much people really love it and can appreciate it. And it got extended, which is why you guys are here, which is so exciting. I am definitely going again. I wanted to make it again before November, and I was like, oh gosh, I can't make it, but here we are. So now it's in January.
Yeah,
so,
man,
yes.
we're very excited about that.
Yeah.
Like I was saying before, I thought I might go the way of The Craft, because we did The Craft, the unauthorized musical parody last year.
Yeah.
And it went really well. People really loved it, and we extended like a bit, right?
Yeah, probably about 2 weeks.
Probably
extra.
2 weeks. And then we were like, well, maybe we'll bring it back at some point, and then we just never did, which is fine. But it's really looking like it's gonna be pretty permanent. I don't know.
Yeah, for a while.
We'll
see, until people start
temporarily
buying
permanent.
You know, honestly, I think the second I saw it, I was like, God, this deserves to be on Off-Broadway. Like, it was just, and you guys were so crazy talented, too. The casting and everything was just amazing. It was just really, like I said, above and beyond. It deserves to go national without a doubt. It was just phenomenal.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. And like I said, you guys are all extremely talented. You're singers, you're actors, and everything was great. The live band was super cool. I was like, this is amazing. And
Our
the
band
setup's really
rocks.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we have pretty much the same band that we had for The Craft.
Yeah, almost exactly.
Minus like one person, I think.
All female band. They all rock out loud.
That's super cool.
Yeah. They're insane. They're so good.
Mm-hmm.
So how long? So like from the casting when you guys were cast to production, how long did that all take?
4 weeks.
Yeah.
4 weeks. We put the show together in about 1 month.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
And then when did Troy write it?
I
start writing.
He finished it during the process.
Well, like, I mean, we had like a working script when we started.
Yeah.
But
it's very different.
No,
now.
but how long did it take him? When did he? Because the whole thing was he made a Facebook post.
Yeah.
He made a Facebook post being like, "Should I write this?"
No,
if
he
this
made
gets like.
It was Instagram.
He made an Instagram post with the title page, Screamed, an unauthorized musical parody, and in his head was like, if this gets enough likes, then I'm going to write this show. And he was like, it blew up within like the hour.
Wow.
So he's like, crap, now I have to write this show.
Yes, correct. Yeah, that was
Gotta
like
be
what?
a thing.
I think that was in June.
June.
Yeah,
It
that was around
was.
June is when he did that.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. So it was like June, and then when was our little audition?
It was. Gosh, I don't remember.
I think it was July.
I think it was July because I think that was before I went away
And then
to Europe.
we started. Well, yeah, it was July, and then we started rehearsal
In
August.
Oh my goodness.
End of August.
Beginning of August,
And
and
then
then
we
And
opened
the fact that you
beginning
guys
of
were able to
September.
do all that is insanity.
It was
and,
nuts.
and my producer just reminded me I didn't go over everyone, so I am so sorry.
Oh,
So
totally. No worries, no worries.
So we have Ray, who plays Billy in the show.
Hello.
We have Katie, who plays Tatum and Casey.
Yes.
And then we have Joey, who plays Stu. And like I said, they are all just unbelievably phenomenal, and they deserve huge careers. So.
Thank you.
you.
Appreciate that.
And so you guys been working with the Majestic Repertory Theater for a while?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think we've all worked with Troy before. 2004. Me and Joey did one of Troy's like first-ish shows in Vegas when
I was like
he was still learning how to
16.
walk.
I
I was
when
like
he did
15,
it.
16.
Yeah, in 2016 we did a production of Bring It On. That was like my first show with Troy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yours?
Yeah, that was my first
Yeah.
show with him.
So and then
I was very surprised I got into that show.
I started working with Troy during the pandemic. Actually,
Oh,
we
okay.
didn't really get to work together until then, and then everything shut down. I
Yeah.
started making like virtual stuff, trying to keep people busy.
Yeah.
And he and I connected over that, and then once we were able to start meeting in person, we put together this show. It was called If Only in My Dreams, and it was the weirdest plot ever. It was like 4 aliens had come down to Earth, crash landed, and we showed up at people's driveways, like the bottom of their driveways. It was a traveling show, so we came to you.
Oh,
And-
that's actually really smart.
Yeah, and it was all a cappella music that I had to arrange, which was the first time I'd ever done that. And we were doing like Christmas carols to hopefully open up a rift into
I didn't
space to
know
send
about
us home.
I love
yeah,
it.
it was
That is
wild.
really cool.
People cried.
I love that.
It was awesome.
That sounds like the epitome of Troy.
Yeah, no,
Like-
absolutely.
No, Troy, he's so brilliant, and everything he does is just like above and beyond.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but like I said, this was just really the music. I was just like saying that, like, oh my gosh, and all of you really brought the characters to life, and it was cool because you were so similar to your characters, but you also put your own personal touches to it, and it was just really phenomenally done. You guys are really all extremely talented. I can't even explain. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I think that was like one of the harder things, or maybe the easier things about putting the show on was like, how do we do these characters justice without trying to like completely get like I'm not gonna do a Drew Barrymore impersonation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you can't do that because then
Right.
it becomes like too campy almost.
Yeah, parody versus plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like we had to find that fine line of like, okay, we have to put ourselves into these characters, but also pay like homage to the original actors and actresses that play these roles. So I think that was like, for Casey, I added like a tiny little list
Just
because of the
Kathy
Drew
Becker.
Barrymore, but
Yeah.
like just a little Kathy Becker. But like, but I didn't want to do like a full like Drew Barrymore like impersonation. So, I mean, you're lucky.
Yeah, I know. You're born for this
You're
thing.
just, Matthew
because-
Lillard incarnate.
No, because I think, because me and Ray were actually talking about this the other day. Is like, because now I guess every movie universe now has a multiverse. I mean, shit, we can. Well, my bad.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're
Oh, hell yeah! All
You
right,
can
cool.
say bad words.
All right,
No, we're on the internet. You can say whatever.
but like because there's a multiverse on every movie, we can say the Screamed, an unauthorized musical parody, is a multiverse version of Scream.
Absolutely.
And then
it
so
exists out there.
because that's the thing. Even though like I know I look like Matthew Lillard. I know it's sometimes it's scary for people.
I don't see it.
You'll be okay.
Never seen it.
But I think I'm doing a different version of Stu.
You absolutely are.
Like this isn't Stu from the movie,
No.
and it can't be because if I really went all out, like especially in that opening scene with us sitting at lunch, and I did it like him, it would have actually been boring.
Yeah.
Because he's not that like spastic in the beginning.
No.
Right.
He's and so with the script, with everything with the relationship.
What relationship?
What
What are you guys talking about?
No, that was so smart. Like, literally everything was just, I was like, oh my gosh, because it's true when you watch it too, you're like, oh, that's a little interesting.
Come on. Come on.
And then
Yeah.
you guys ran it was just really, really smart.
I was actually kind of like my secret goal because I'm a massive Scream nerd. I love
Yes.
Scream. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
agree.
genius.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think I told you before we even started, I was like, my secret goal is to make Billy and Stu as gay for each other as we possibly can.
I think
And,
we
uh,
achieved
And it was
that.
succeeded.
Yeah, what'd you
I
say?
think we achieved that.
We're almost there.
But with-
We're like 99% of the way there.
No, literally, but with just enough tease, like they never actually kiss. We get like that close.
Very close.
No, no, it's 1996. Remember?
Oh my god, we can murder people on stage, but that's where we draw the
We
line.
can't. Yeah.
that's literally that's like their whole thing. That's like Billy and Stu's whole thing.
Because in the movie, I mean, I feel
We're
like if they
gonna
would have kissed
kill 'em.
once, they'd have been like, oh, we could just be doing this the whole time?
Yeah.
Why are we
That
murdering
would've solved
people?
a lot
Yeah.
of
That would have solved so many
Let's
problems.
go. Let's
Yeah.
kill people.
Good stuff all right there. Yeah, all the mommy issues.
It's
All
solved.
gone.
Solved.
All gone.
Yeah, all great. No, but I think I was one of the people that said like it was scary how much you seemed like Stu, but like I said, it wasn't an exact copy, and I thought that was what was so brilliant about it. You are crazy. The mannerisms and stuff, it was insanity. But it was your own thing, too, and that's what was so good. And you as Billy, I mean, just, I cannot express enough. Like, everyone has to go and see this because it's just unbelievable when you go down there. The whole vibe of it, it's just a great, great thing.
It's cool because like parody versus plot. I think the show is the perfect balance with being a parody while still giving you everything you love about the movie and everything that's important to the movie in terms of the plot.
Correct.
You know? Yeah. And I was actually stressed. That was really stressful sometimes in rehearsals. I was actually, it was during Backstreet's Back, we realized we never revealed that Billy and Stu had killed her mom.
Yeah.
And so we were like,
I was like sitting there, I was like, guys, we literally have to put this. It's very important to the plot.
There's
like
no
we
line
bring it
that
up
says
the
this.
whole show, and then we just forget about it.
That's so funny.
And that's where the whole
Did we
the
kill
viral
your mom?
thing came from.
Yeah.
was
the moment of magic.
Yeah.
That's great.
And I think that was one of my favorite parts of the process too, is like we'd all be like, what if we blah blah blah, and then everyone's like, nah, and then we would put it in the show.
Yeah.
And that literally that whole segment of the did we kill your mom? Yeah, was it the only one? Like that was literally us just like messing around, being like, what if we sang this? And then literally all of us were like, no, is that too cringe? That's too cringe. And then it's become the
That's
viral
the
moment.
thing that went viral. Yeah.
I think that's kind of like the best part of the show is like you could tell like you actually cared about it and it was fun and you put in like your own thoughts and stuff, and I think that's really cool. Troy and everyone else involved was willing to take your own thoughts and stuff and put it in and see how it worked, and it apparently did. So.
I mean, and there's still, I think even in January, there's going to be some revamps and some things. Like, we're still getting different line changes and different, like, things changing. It's still in the process because it's brand
still a new show,
you know?
Yeah.
So,
We're definitely
Still a little
workshopping
baby.
yeah. Seeing, I mean, I think my What's Your Favorite Scary Musical
The
or movie?
Casper one.
It was once Ghost
It was Ghost
Dad.
Dad.
Then it was Casper, then it was Ghost Dad again, and now it's back to Casper.
I hit the Casper. I like the Casper.
I like Casper too.
We like Casper. I think it's more everyone knows it too.
Yeah.
So, but it's like those have changed. Like a bunch of different lines have changed, and a bunch of different blocking has changed.
That line made
choreography
me
has
remember
changed.
that Casper was a movie
I watched
that
it
I
the other day.
watched when I was a child.
I watched it the other day. It was good.
I forgot about it.
That is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But no, it really was so good. And I mean, what are your careers like before this, of course, and to come in the future? But what's your background in acting and performing and everything?
I started acting in high school. It was the first time I'd ever really tried. I tried it for Peter Pan and ended up getting the brother with the top hat, John.
Okay.
Which was pretty
Honestly,
awesome.
it is.
And
No,
I
that's great.
I was super shy, and then I didn't start really singing until like sophomore year. And then so I've been performing for a bit over 10 years. I took like 4 years off because I didn't get into a single program that I auditioned for, which made me like doubt everything.
No.
And then I came back in 2019. I did Newsies. I got Jack Kelly, which was awesome.
Wow. Yeah.
Changed my life, and I am probably never going to stop.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm very glad to hear.
Yeah, thanks.
And Katie?
I started acting about the same time. High school really got me into it. And then I went to Point Park University's Conservatory of the Performing Arts in Pittsburgh for musical theater. And then I lived in LA for a little bit, did some shows out there. Came back to Vegas and got a job hosting for the Golden Knights.
Yeah.
So
Never heard of that.
just a tiny little team. So it's weird because I had never really hosted before for anything, and then they were like, "Oh, we know that you have like a musical theater acting background. We'd love to have you like come in and audition for this." And I was like, "Okay, like, nope." And then I did, and I guess I did okay. So, like, I've been,
Probably.
so yeah, that's been my main thing. But I like do at least a musical a year
That's awesome.
since I got that job, just because it's hard to navigate. with that job, so I'll do about a show a year, and I did the craft with Ray last year, with Majestic as well, and Little Shop the year prior. So yeah, so it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun little career that we do. Joseph?
I started singing in choir like 8th grade, and then into high school, and I went to LVA, which was a performing arts school, and so I was there for choir for like 2 years, but then like I don't know, look at me, see me how I am, and think, do I fit exactly? Am I a choir boy? No. And then I was like, I don't want to do this. I want to do theater. They look like they're having fun over there, like the theater kids. And I did Footloose, but I was in maybe like total of like 3 scenes, and that doesn't really count. And then I did Bring It On, and I was like, they are having fun over there. And so I ditched that and then started doing theater. Did a lot of musicals in high school. Did a few with Troy. Did Carrie the musical with Troy
Was
too.
sick. Oh, wow.
That was a lot of fun. And then I went to Oklahoma City University, got my BFA in acting. And it was funny because I went from like choir to musical theater, and then in college I only did plays.
Oh.
I actually went like the entire other way, and I was doing like Shakespeare, like a lot of it.
That's so funny.
And then got back here, and then this is like the besides I did this Freddie Mercury show, this tribute show up in New York. It was like a one night only performance back in April, but this is the first like full production that I've been in since I graduated last year.
Oh.
So.
No, it was just really, really phenomenal, and I'm so glad it's getting the attention it deserves, because I think it really, Scream's such a cool and unique franchise and stuff. I really hope they kind of recognize it too, and we can kind of make it more of an official musical parody.
Listen, man, all I'm saying, Scream 6 took place in New York City.
It sure did.
There has to be, in that universe, Stabbed, an unauthorized musical parody has to be in there.
Yes.
It's got to be in there.
It's gonna
and
happen.
if it's not us, we don't want it.
Look, I feel like a lot of them have maybe noticed this one way or
Probably.
another, but
I hope
would
so.
if he's listening, Matthew.
Maddie
Look,
Matt.
I'm sorry because he's got to be annoyed at this point.
It's an onslaught.
The man is focusing on his whiskey. I'm happy for you. Sorry, everybody keeps tagging you in this if you're getting pelted with it.
No, it's helping him promote Five Nights at Freddy's.
I think so.
Absolutely. We're in
There
a bit
was-
of a Matthew
there was-
Lillard like resurgence.
Yeah,
at this
there
point,
has been, absolutely.
There
It's
was
true.
one TikTok that Matthew Lillard made, and it was a video of him like this. And he was like, I need to know how to stitch a video. And we were like,
I sent it around. I said, "This is about
this
us."
is about us. This is
Yeah.
about us,
My
isn't
illusion
it?
is
I
This is
believe
about
that
us.
too, absolutely.
Or we're
He
just
still hasn't stitched anything. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nobody showed him how.
No.
Shut him up.
No,
Well, we
Delulu.
have January for him to figure it out.
Come
so.
on, Matthew.
Just saying.
Yeah.
You have free tickets.
You
Yeah.
take your time.
Open
okay?
invitation.
All right.
You'll do a private performance.
Yeah,
around our
honestly.
show.
Done.
Yeah.
We've done it,
Oh, we have done it.
but
yeah.
not for Matthew Lillard.
No, tragically. A private performance. That's fun.
Just for him? Oh my God.
I would.
I'd be
I think you'd love it.
I don't know. I feel like
That'd be a lot of
me-
pressure on you specifically.
No, I feel like me and no, I'm saying if someone did a private showing for me, I'd be scared.
No, same.
I would
Yeah.
walk in terrified.
Yeah.
No,
I
absolutely.
probably
That's
wouldn't
true.
walk in.
Just for one person? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
it could
Absolutely
be his
not.
family.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just invite the whole original cast,
Yeah,
Done.
I think I
Someone
like
could
that
come,
idea.
right? At least one of them will show up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone will,
Someone
for
will.
sure.
I
We
know,
could, we could get Courtney Cox or something.
Yeah.
got to.
Yeah.
She got time.
I think.
Tons.
Oh, Gail.
No, but it was just it really above and beyond. And like I said, you could tell everyone cared about it and put so much thought and soul into it. I can't believe how fast this happened. Like that's insane to me because it seems like it took almost a year to prepare, but I mean really you guys did above and beyond, and every part, the lighting, costumes, everything was so well thought of.
Our costumes are insane.
They
Like
are.
really and truly,
Yeah.
like we were doing the show for a bit, and then we rewatched Scream 1 like as a cast.
We were
and
like,
we were sitting there. I was
oh.
like, wow, that's really just our costumes.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like,
No, it's true.
Our costume, their names are Gabby and Elise, and they absolutely
They're insane. They're so good.
knocked it out of the park. They were so good.
100%. They killed it. I think like every time we got a new costume piece in, we were like, oh my god, it's just like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just everyone that came together, worked out so well. It's just such a masterpiece that came out of it, and it really deserves to be so world-renowned. And I think it's happening. I mean, the fact that it has gone so crazy viral, not just like one video or two, like almost every single video that has been posted.
Hey, for the record, we've gotten come to Brazil comments.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's how you
made
make
it.
it.
It's like, I guess we have to. We have to now.
I'm the one who's behind the TikTok.
Rio.
All right.
So, like, because, Troy just asked me to start putting stuff online. I started doing that. So seeing it blow up out of nowhere was wild. And then, like, if you add up, because Backstreet's Back has been posted, or Billy's Back, Ghostface's Back, whatever you
Whatever
want
it's
to call
called.
it. Everybody.
Not Stu's back? No, Stu's not back. Okay.
Stu's not back.
Stu, I don't know who that
Just
is.
Billy and
No.
Tatum's definitely not back.
But
Billy
it's
and
gone.
Ghostface, Billy and
If you look on all of the Instagram posts people have posted, all the Twitter ones, all the TikTok ones, it's over like 12 million views at this
That's
point,
insane.
which is mind blowing.
Yeah.
Well, and I think the other thing about, like, there's
probably
always
not
this
even.
talk about, like,
It's probably more.
There's
Just-
probably more.
Probably. But, like, if you go viral, like, does it actually show in ticket sales? And that was the thing that we were like, oh, well, it's cool that we're going viral, but is, ticket sales. But every single show, we're getting people like, oh, I saw you on TikTok. I flew down here from Salt Lake. I saw
my
you from
gosh,
TikTok.
that's
I
crazy.
flew from New Jersey.
Texas,
Minnesota.
South
Yeah,
Carolina.
we had a British couple come
Oh my
and see the
God.
show. Like,
That's really
Yeah.
insanity.
It's wild.
yeah, it's been crazy. So it's like it actually is
No,
generating ticket sales as well, and people
Yeah.
are really. I mean, we've sold. I can't remember the last show we didn't sell out.
It
So
was
it's
actually
been
actually
awesome.
towards the beginning of the process before
Yeah.
we went viral, and there was only 2, maybe 3. Maybe I don't even think there was 3. I
I
think
don't
there was
think
maybe
so.
2 performances
That it
that we
wasn't.
were just below selling out.
That's
One
Yeah.
was a bit more stark. I think one we still had like 20 seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
But-
definitely in like September.
But no, they were
was
close.
during
And then
the
ever
EDC.
since
Yeah.
this
Or, like,
the first clip
that
went
one,
viral,
Boom.
sold out every
Yeah.
single
Yeah.
night.
That's
Above.
good.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And it's
Amazing.
so well deserved. I'm so glad to, and like I said, I can't even explain. The videos don't even do it justice. Like, you have to be in there, and it's so interactive with the audience too. It's just everything about the Scream might come near you. I mean, not
Yeah.
Scream, Ghostface.
Ghostface.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't think, but Ghostface might come by you. It's so cool. Everything about it is phenomenal.
I think that's like a little bit of the charm of our show too, is we've talked about putting it in bigger spaces or, other venues, but I think the charm about our show is that you are, as an audience member, directly involved in everything that we do. And if we put it on a larger stage or a bigger space, it's like, does it lose that effect? Does it lose that charm? Or if we do like a proscenium where people are just like regular sitting in the show instead of sitting
Yeah.
on the stage with us, it's like, does it lose a little bit of that that magic that we kind of created? So as of now, we're for sure staying at Majestic
Yeah.
and keeping it in that like nice intimate space because we want to interact with the audience. I mean, from the beginning, Randy's monologue starts, interacting with the audience members and not just from far away, like literally here to here.
Right,
So
yeah.
I think that's probably my favorite part about the show is that it's so inclusive of every single person in the crowd. Like
Yeah.
you feel like you're part of it.
It makes
so.
the Scooby-Doo action work too.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it does.
Because
Yeah.
if you haven't seen it, throughout the show, I mean, you have people going through a door to the back, a door to the side, a
Leading
trap
through the
door in the
audience.
other back,
Yeah.
and it's just here, people are popping up there. What's going on? And again, like on a proscenium stage where it's just right there. You're not getting surprised the way
Right.
the way that you do in that small space.
No, it was, and then like you really feel like you're in it because, like you said, all the characters are coming in and exiting through all different entrances, and Ghostface will come and pop up, and you're like, oh wait, shoot, I missed it. I guess you just had to go like a million times to catch everything.
Yeah.
You have to be there,
Absolutely.
man. You have to be there.
Yeah. I know. It's like, and people are asking like, oh, can you post a video online of the whole show? And I'm like, we could, but like, we'd rather you just come see it
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
it's really
absolutely.
about like you said, I don't think the videos do it justice. It's cool, but it's about the energy in the room and
Yes.
about like you just feel it like in that room. It's like you get tingly and
You're supporting local art. You
Yeah.
get to see a kick-ass band.
Yeah.
Also
dude.
that.
Honestly,
So
like
No,
that's
they were so good. I
Yeah.
was like, I didn't even see like the band setup at first, and then I was like, oh my gosh, is that a live band? Like
Yeah.
it was just so
they
cool.
are
Rocking.
good.
Yeah.
Stellar.
That's like
Stellar.
I mean that's like one of my favorite parts about doing the show.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah.
is I mean selfishly,
Yeah.
but like during one of my songs, there's this drum fill
Oh, it's so good.
that our
amazing.
drummer Anissa does, and holy
I know.
shit,
She
dude,
rocks out.
it's like. Dude, it's like someone just like shot me up with adrenaline
I know,
every
it's
time.
so
I'm just
true.
like, this is so
And it gets
sick.
it gets screams every night too.
It
People
sure
are like,
does.
"Yeah!"
It sure does. One of my favorite songs to listen to when I'm off stage is our Sydney Lizzie singing
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uninvited.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they added like a month ago or so. They added these strings in
It's
it,
stunning.
and she's about to do this huge belt, and it gets my heart pounding.
Yeah.
I could not imagine how it is.
Like-
We're
Actually.
jamming in the
There's
loft.
Yeah, we really are.
There's these like little bongos.
Little bongo moments.
Yeah, you hear it?
Yeah.
It's just like, ooh.
It's so good, and
It's
that's
so
that's
good.
the thing too. Is like what I was saying earlier about how we're still kind of in the process of like creating the show. Essentially, like things change all the time. Like our band director keeps bringing in like new, exciting, like fun things.
Ideas.
And
rocket ship. The
I know.
rocket ship.
it's so good. It's so good. So you might have seen the show a month ago and come in January, and it's like it's still the same show, but it's completely different in a way
Right.
too. So
No, I think that's like so cool, and the audience was so into it too, and they loved it, and I think that brings a different. Every audience is going to bring a different vibe
Yeah.
to it
Absolutely.
and stuff. So it's all a team effort kind of.
Yes, 100%.
And we've had like crazy audiences where they'll like say the lines with us, start singing the songs with us.
They'll be like, Randy, turn around, Ghostface.
Yeah, bye bye,
like,
she's gonna kill you.
screaming.
Which we love.
Yeah,
and
we
then
encourage
Obsessed with it.
It's encouraged.
and then
Yeah.
we've had like more polite audiences
yeah,
that
it's
are
a
just
good It's a great word.
you
for
guys
it.
are doing great.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
doing great, sweetie. Which is cute too. And like we appreciate any and all people who come see the show, but definitely those nights where we get the screamers, like the real scream fans. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's insane.
I mean, we like it's more than encouraged to
Yeah.
get rowdy in
Yeah.
that theater.
Absolutely.
and we have a bar. So
All right.
Yeah.
drink
There's
and
a-
get rowdy.
There's a
Yeah,
bar
yeah.
next door.
Yeah.
Too. Like, I mean,
Yeah, Reba. I mean, that whole area is just a great part. I love that part.
pizza
of downtown,
across the
yeah.
street,
Same.
Yeah.
bar
Same.
next door.
Yeah.
Ice
see
cream
a
shop.
show, ice cream
right down
shop,
the way.
You got
Heck
everything.
Man. You
shop
got
for
everything.
some clothes,
You want to go to Buffalo?
thrifting.
With thrifting. Yeah.
life on Main Street.
Yeah.
No, you could spend hours down there, but no, it was really phenomenal. The audience loved it. The audience online loves it. It's really, really great. Everyone has to go see it in person if you're able to. And I don't blame these people from flying down to England. Like, if you're able to, and it's an excuse to come out to Vegas.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
Yeah.
Getting a flight to
Yeah.
Vegas
Yeah.
is one of the
They're cheaper.
easiest places
That's
to
right.
get one to. I mean,
True, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, and you guys all are just every person involved was just extremely talented. The cast, everyone was phenomenal. So
Thank you.
I'm so glad it's successful, and I think it will just grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And in January when you come back, I think the hype will just grow immensely. So
We hope so.
We
We
hope so.
we don't want to take a break, but
No,
Yeah.
very
we,
much so. Too.
I don't want
definitely
you guys-
we definitely need to for a minute, but
yeah,
yeah.
no, I understand, but it will be great, and I'm so excited for you guys, and hopefully your careers too take off because it's really well deserved. Every single one of you were just so talented. The singing, the acting, the dance, everything was just really phenomenal. So
Thank you
you
very
should
much.
all be
Thank you.
very proud of yourselves and
Thank you.
deserve all this success.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And why don't we go over down the line if everyone wants to say like where people can follow you, keep up to date with you, anything you have coming up.
Sure. You can follow me on Instagram. It'll be at Ray Winters. I think it may be at _ Ray Winters _ I'm not really sure. You'll see my face. That's me. And then same on TikTok. It's Ray.Winters. And this is my life for right now. So just catch me at Scream all day, every day.
Correct. I don't know what my handle is.
Miss
At
Katie Marie.
Shoot, at Miss Katie Marie, but I think there's a couple extra E's because there is very basic names.
You'll find
so
her. She's got the blue check.
gotta bring it up. You gotta bring it up.
If I had one, I'd bring it up.
And then I think it's the same thing on TikTok, but I think it's at Miss Katie Marie E. There might be 2 extra E's.
Okay.
I don't know. Joey, talk.
my Instagram is at Joey _and_Iro. It's the name of my bearded dragon.
Oh,
ever.
that's awesome.
I know, he's a dude. I love him.
You are a person that would have a bearded dragon.
That is, dude. That is
makes
my,
so much sense.
That's like in like fantasy settings when you have like a familiar, like you have like a this like creature that's just like bound to you. It's like, yeah, dude, I got a dinosaur. That's I got like what's left of them at least. Oh my god. And that's my Instagram. If you just look up Joey Derby, I'll probably pull up. You'll see me wearing a funky jacket until I change that. And then on TikTok, I have like 6 TikToks. I have way more followers than I have TikToks. I have like 6 TikToks. If you want to see me maybe post another, it's at Joe Derb.
Joe, there you go.
Everyone calls you Joe on TikTok, and I think it's
know.
hilarious.
Joe.
They're like, oh, what's Joe's at? And I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
like,
not
it's
even
not-
his name.
Okay. Joe, I've never called you Joe,
I know, it's weird.
but I love it. But speaking of, we went live the other day, last week on TikTok, and
Yeah.
just the amount of Joey, will you marry me is absurd.
It's
That
wild.
is so
Absurd.
Mhm.
But
That
it's a
is
good
so
time.
funny. No, it's really, it's such a good time. The show was excellent. I'm telling you, you will love it. Whether you're like a huge Scream fan or a casual fan or never seen it before, I really think everyone will love it. I think it's better if you've at least watched the movies. But
I don't know, man. You know what's funny is I had a friend from college that was here on on a business trip, and she had a chance to come see the show, and she had never seen Scream before,
wow.
and like I was like, oh, how'd you like it? She was like, no way, were you the killer at the end? Like, you didn't
Spoiler
know?
alert!
Yeah.
Spoilers, come on.
Spoiler
If you're-
alert.
So
like,
96.
if you're tuning in, I hope you've watched it. But I was like, you got twisted, and she was like, I got twisted, and I was like, that's
hysterical.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
great.
It's-
Especially because in our show, I feel like we're all
very obvious.
it's very clear.
I think-
Like
I
we
think
make
it's
it
very
pretty
obvious
obvious
that
on
I'm-
purpose.
Maybe
Not
if
the
you
good guy.
didn't realize it, though, you don't
Shit,
pick up
dude,
on
my
the cues.
dad got twisted.
Really?
My
That's
dad's
so
ever seen this
funny.
movie? No, but he also
Yeah.
was probably just like, oh, music.
Oh, this song's nice.
Oh, music.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
who's killing her?
I think I've had a mix of both friends and family that haven't seen it and then have seen it, and I think they both equally enjoyed it. But I made my dad. I was like, you need to watch this before you come see it because I want you to get all of the jokes.
Same.
And he watched it the night before and came in and was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I watched it because I get it. I get all the things. I get
Yeah.
all the jokes. Like, spoiler alert, but I have like little nipples,
Like fake-
little fake nipples during Act
Hide
2,
things around.
and
Little
and
You're like,
like
Dad, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's
and my brother hadn't seen it, and he was like, "Why? Why were your nipples hard?" And I was like, "They're just perpetually hard, you guys. I'm sorry." No, but like they're little inside Scream jokes that like you would
Yeah.
get if you've seen the movie.
Is it that cold?
It's just really cold in the theater, you guys. But only for Act 2.
Oh my god, yeah. I watched the movie. All the niche references
They're
in our
solid.
show it's really good if you know the movie.
Absolutely.
And Troy, again, I mean, we're gonna sing Troy's praises till the day we die, but like
Absolutely.
he's
I
just
agree, yeah.
so good at. I think we were talking about it earlier, just like towing the line of like this is parody, but we're not making fun of the show.
No, he's
we're
good
not
at
making
towing
fun
the
of the
line.
movie.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
it's enhancing it. Are you laughing at yourself?
Yeah, I did. I saw that.
It's enhancing the script, but like making fun of it with love, and that's
Yeah,
like what you were talking
absolutely.
about, like of like you could tell we all like love the movie, and I think it was written by someone who adores the movie too. So
Absolutely.
it's like it's this fine line, finding that fine line of like, is this making fun of the show or of the movie, or is it like paying homage to the movie and then adding little like funny digs,
Yeah.
Written by one of the biggest horror buffs that I know.
It's
Yeah,
so
he
true.
is.
He speaks
Oh,
film.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Troy
Yeah.
is absolutely, yeah.
I have not mentioned a single horror movie or disturbing movie
And he knows it.
that he does not recognize.
Yeah.
It's so true. It's so
And speaking of, we have many of those names and titles in our show
Yeah.
as well, and like
God, he's giving me some gruesome recommendations.
true. I bet.
Yeah. No, it was just really excellent. And everyone that put it together really cares about it and loves it. And it just turned out phenomenal. And it's so well deserved the recognition it's getting. And I hope it gets just so much more. So
Thank you.
very
Thank you very
much.
much.
absolutely. And can people buy tickets at the door? Do they buy them online? Where can Where's that all at?
Highly suggest you buy them online.
Yeah, I have a feeling
Highly
it's gonna be like
suggest.
sold out like
before they go. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. When we extended this month, with like this 3-week extension that we did, they went
Very fast.
within
Yeah.
a week.
Yeah.
Of
Oh,
the
I believe it.
performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if there was a performance Friday, tickets were sold out by the previous Sunday.
Yeah.
So
And Vegas is notoriously a town that they're like,
Last
oh,
minute.
I guess we should go see this show tonight.
Yeah.
So it's like people don't really buy tickets ahead of time. So that there's been shows that we've done in the past that like we have 10 tickets sold and then it's sold out that night
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just kind of how Vegas works. But
this, yeah.
the fact that it's selling out a week to 2 weeks in advance is like pretty insane.
Yeah.
So that we would suggest buying them online, and that's at majesticrepertory.com.
Yeah. Majestic Repertory.
Or I'm sure you could Google it. It will be there.
Yeah.
It'll be there.
Just type in screamed and unauthorized musical.
musical. Probably pull up.
it'll pop up.
Troy's gonna kill us. He's like, you don't know the website?
We'll have links and everything here too, so it'll be all here. But thank you guys so much for being on it. It was truly an honor, and I just am so excited to see the future for everyone. So
Thank you very much. Thanks
Thank
for having us
you. We
on.
appreciate
Oh,
you.
of course.
Thanks for coming. Come back in January.
Please.
Yeah. Oh, I will be there, and I hope you guys will be there too. I am telling you, you will not regret it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, never give up, always believe, and you'll achieve. Thank you. God bless.